So I thought I'd come on here and give you guys my raw thoughts on what it's been like this first week in the Lori Vallow Daybell trial. I interviewed her last Friday, so I kind of knew her thoughts going into the trial. And she seemed a little bit nervous, but told me she had been studying case law. And watching her cross-examine people has been really interesting to me. You've got people who are living some of their worst times. And when she gets up there, she immediately has this tone about her, like she has something to prove. And she's asking some decent questions in some of these regards. I mean, I do think it could go worse as her own attorney. It's so unprecedented. And at the end of the day, she's gotten some wins in terms of if the state objects and the judge says that she can continue on and he'll allow it. But it does seem she kind of wants that last word with people and almost wants to like say the last thing and then have a mic drop moment. And I think that's been interesting to watch. As a wrap up, I've noticed, the state is really relying on witness testimony of things that Lori said to them and Alex Cox, her brother. And, the zombies, the dark and light spirits that Alex had said he wished he could kill Charles, that Lori wanted to cast out the evil spirit named Ned in Charles. I mean, all of that stuff appears to all be true. And then you have the direction and the kind of wound and where the bullet struck that seems to suggest that Alex Cox was shooting above Charles. He was already on the ground, shot, and then he shot again, and that would not be self-defense. Lori really seems to be kind of dying on this hill of, did you yourself see or hear me conspire with my brother Alex to murder my husband, Charles Vallow? And every person she's asked that to has had to say no, because they haven't. But when you look at the totality of evidence, some of them have pointed to that. It's been interesting. It's been really interesting being in there. This is by far the most public trial in Arizona that we've had for years now, probably since Jodi Arias. And we've got a lot of members of the public in there. You've got a lot of members of the media. We've met media from all over the country, which has been really cool to kind of get to experience this together. But at the end of the day, watching the jury, I'm just not sure what all they're going to think. But the state definitely has been solid in their evidence that they've presented, and the prosecutor has laid it out very clearly, very easy to understand, which is so hard in this complicated, extremely religious case. At the end of the day, I think being in the courtroom, one of the most bizarre and tragic aspects